swampy out here. So a lot of times out here, your plans have to be fluid. I was gonna jump in the tractor this morning and disc up a little bit more and then put down some buckwheat. Wasn't expecting the rain to hit for a few hours yet. I had to go into town and get some air tools out of storage so that I can work on the excavator. My plans have all just shifted because as I was coming out here, it just poured. And I mean, you can look at my tires and see, I don't really feel good about taking the tractor back and forth through the orchard, disking things up. I think that would make a mess, start cutting ruts. My buckwheat bag back of the truck is wet, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting this stuff in by hand. Just gonna put it in a bucket, walk it out here, and start sprinkling it out so we can get the buckwheat in the ground. I've already got the land open up from yesterday, so I might as well get on it. So it's about 80 degrees. I know the sun's gonna come back out for a couple hours and it's gonna get straight up funky out here with all the humidity. But there's nothing else to be done except do it. So I'm gonna do it. So I've got the seed spread out. I didn't have enough to do the whole orchard, so I gotta go back and get some more later in the week. But what I've got out here is spread, and before I run the aerator over the soil that I disked up yesterday, I wanna walk through, just do a quick walk through with a bucket and pick up rocks. Because someday I'd like to come out here and not find any rocks. It's probably a dream, since it seems like we got as many rocks as we got dirt, but if I don't pick them up, then I've got to guarantee I'll never get them up. So here's a big one. Lots of those exist just below the surface until you disc and they bust up your machine. I don't want to come through here in a month with a mower, bust up the mower, spit one out, and hit somebody. I'll check this out at home. I think it's not anything. It's possible. I have to check it out when I can see it better. As I walk through the orchard, since we started doing this, I always find a way to pick up any big rocks I see. When we started off, it was just big ones, you know, stuff from a size of a softball and bigger. And you would pick those up and put them in a pile, and then you'd come through and take them out. When we began, we didn't even have a wheelbarrow. We had an excavator and the tractor. So you'd put them in a pile and come through and throw them in the bucket of the tractor. And then we got a small cart that we could pull. We would load the rocks onto that, and we had the kids start pulling the cart through and picking up the rocks that we had piled up. Yeah, I'm sure they loved that. It's probably why kids don't ever want to be farmers. Well, once again, we got to change plans, change gears here. So it started raining on us. Now it's drizzling now, but it started coming down pretty good. I was just getting the tools out to go after the carburetor on Bob. You can hear it. It's running, but it ain't the healthiest running in the world. You got to keep the choke out just a little bit just to keep it going. I think it needs the carb cleaned out. It's got fresh gas, but I'm going to use the drag harrow upside down just to run over this stuff and smooth it out so we can make sure the seed is in before the rain comes. I am wet in the parts that ain't supposed to see rainwater. But that did the trick. I believe the seed is buried in. It ain't pretty, but hopefully it'll germinate and that'll work. I think we're done for the day.
Maybe no, I need to pour it back in the bucket. So
I don't think so.
Yeah, I am. I'm not wasting a paint. I'm gonna pour it back in the bucket. It's underneath. See, it's underneath that green thing.
Oh, it's under the bucket.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when it breaks, when the weather breaks, I'll pour it back in.
Okay.
You gonna go home?
I don't know what else to do with these things. Okay.
I think we're done.
Hey, did you cover all the seeds?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
So it's done. I mean, the seed we got out there is done.
It's really good for the seeds.
And it doesn't seem to have dragged the dirt too far, so it's not caked in mud.
It's gonna live. And definitely the clover. You didn't do it. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Come back out here with a couple 100 pounds, another couple 100 pounds of buckwheat, and we'll be in business. I think we need 4 bags.
Alright, I need 2 more cans of paint.
All right. Well, liquid sunshine. Not much else to do. That lets me know that if I touch this metal fence, it's gonna kiss me hard. Well, if you like what we're doing, subscribe, share it. Think I'm doing it wrong? Leave me a comment.